guys, welcome back to the bright side. Macy here, the bright side girl, and today we're doing my realistic March TBR. So I always like to kind of do a themed TBR because in general I don't like TBR videos because I'm a mood reader and I kind of like to pick things randomly. Also, I like for you guys to kind of be surprised by what I read rather than completely predicting everything, because to me that's kind of boring because you're getting the same books twice if I tell you about them in my TBR and then if I tell you about them in my wrap-up. I know you're then getting my opinions, but that's just my personal opinion. I like them to be a little bit different and I usually don't follow them very well anyway. So I had grand plans for this month to do this like really cool TBR, but I think I'm going to do a realistic TBR. What that means is I'm gonna get caught up on some series and things that I haven't finished, and I'm not gonna put any like added pressure on myself for starting and finishing things that weren't on top of these other things, because these kind of need to take priority. So I'm going to show you guys a handful of books. Keep in mind I also am going to do a spring TBL, which will be my spring audiobooks TBR. Those will be the books that I want to listen to from like mid-March through mid-June, but these are my main priorities. First up, you guys don't know, but I started Game of Thrones back around Thanksgiving and I was doing a reading vlog for it, and I think I am still doing a reading vlog for it, but I was gonna like slowly do the reading vlog, but then it wound up being a lot slower than I was planning because I don't know, I just know it's gonna take so long to read this, although I read the first 70 pages like super fast. So I don't think I'm gonna finish it, but I'm going to get a chunk, more of a chunk done. I want to finish this before the season premiere because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan and I want to at least have one book under my belt so that I can be a legitimate fan, not just a fan of the show. But this is also like graphic and has a lot of hard content to read, so I kind of need to read a little bit slower. But if you guys aren't aware, adult high fantasy, very adult, very graphic with violence and sex, and not something I would normally read other than the fact that I absolutely adore the show. So I kind of know things are happening before they happen, which is nice. Hopefully I can finish this and then have my reading vlog up. Next up, easy one, Runaways 2, and I'll probably read 3 as well. This is a complete collection, so this is like 7 or 8 graphic novels in here. I read Runaways Volume 1 in January and loved it. It's about teenagers that have superpowers and run away from their evil parents. It's great, but the TV show sucks. I recently tried to watch that and it was really bad, which is okay, but it was bad in a different way than I expected. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be able to get to this because I like to just kind of like read it while I watch TV because it's super good. It's by Brian K. Vaughan, who did Saga, that I loved as well. This one is a young adult graphic novel. It's fully appropriate and there's not anything like overly inappropriate in here. So hope to get to this. Then my main priority is going to be Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom because I didn't read these in February like I was supposed to. But I was doing a reading vlog and I'm going to do a separate reading vlog with both of these, and I think King of Scars as well, depending on how long it takes me to do them. So there'll be a reading vlog for these probably sometime in April, maybe end of March. But my Grisha vlog should be up here in the next week or so, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to start and read these. These are definitely going to be read and finished in March. Next up is going to be Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is going to be my first read of the month. I've already started it. It's March 1st. This is a huge book, and so I'm hoping to finish this by the middle of the month so I can then finish the month with Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. But this is book 1 of the Dark Artifices, so I'm carrying on with my Cassandra Clare journey because I love Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy and I just couldn't wait to get to this. And this is one of the reasons this TBR is more basic, is because I want to read at least Lady Midnight. Depending on how fast I get to it, Lord of Shadows. But yay. I have the book in the other room and I'm reading it, which is why I only have the dust jacket. And lastly, and hopefully my classic for the month, I've been doing terrible with my classics. I really want to read The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood, or at least start this and read some of them because there are like 6 different tales in here. This is the Pretty Barnes Noble classic version. I want to read this because I want to watch the new Robin Hood movies. And I also want to read Sherwood by Megan Spooner that comes out this month via audiobook probably. And I'm just a nerd and I want to read like the original tale before I read a lot of retelling. So this is my classic. It's a little bit bigger because there's several stories in here. And this is like the lowest thing on my priority, but hopefully I can get to it. I have other things in my head that I want to get to, but considering how not great I did last month, I'm not going to throw them in this video. So I'm almost positive I will get to all of these this month. Hopefully that's realistic and I do great. And then next month I will have a more fun themed TBR, which I have an idea for, and I think it's going to be great. And you guys are going to help kind of pick the reads in a way, sort of. So stay tuned for that in April. That's my little baby TBR, realistic somewhat, for March. Let me know what you guys plan on reading in March. If there's anything exciting coming out, are you reading any new releases? Are you reading anything fun? Let me know down below in the comments and we'll chat about it. My name is Macy. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes on the weekends. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side. Bye!